It's good to be here another day.
Come on.
And we got a full house today.
We
you
do.
guys. We got the whole
we do.
crew. Full Sail is in the building.
In the building.
Representing.
By the way, Kiana, I shared your photo for internship, and Full Sail, we shared it.
Really?
Yes, and they said, we're happy to see this. Come on, Kiana.
That's dope.
All right, good to see you all. All right, and we have another intern.
We
in,
do.
too, a new intern.
Introduce yourself. I know this is literally the first time probably ever airing.
Yeah.
And get a little
Don't
closer
be
to the
shy.
mic.
Don't
Yeah.
be shy. Get ready, girl.
Yeah, this is what we do. We make people stronger and like live airing.
That's right. We throw you right into the pot.
We do.
Of oxtails.
Put our mic up a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
What's
And
she
give
at,
us a little
Kiana?
background of yourself, my friends.
My name is Jaleesa. I go by Jay.
Jay.
I'm from Jersey. Went to Full Sail.
Talking to the
audio
mic.
Production.
Yep.
And I graduated in September, so now I'm just trying to get my feet wet pretty much, and because I did everything online, so this is like pretty much the first time doing anything hands-on.
Congratulations.
Wow, yay. And you have peace on the streets. Come on.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
So Jersey in the building, by the way.
right. Hey, that's right.
We also have our neighbor. What's up, Neo?
What it do? What it do? And Prince, I can't help but notice you looking kind of fly, my man.
Come on, man. Yes,
Well,
sir.
minus the Boston Jersey Patriots.
Yeah,
Well, I can't lie. I wasn't looking at the jersey. I was looking at that fresh hat you got on, man. Man, where'd you get that hat from?
You guys can go to peaceonthestreets.com and look up our products, you know what I'm saying, and go see what we got. We have hats, we have shirts, we have hoodies, and the ladies wear is tight.
Yes.
Word.
And Big
Word.
Man, we working on you all. We working with another company that's going to get the big men shirts.
Yep.
So you guys be patient with us. But you guys go to peaceonthestreets.com and look up our product apartment and order you something. I think everybody in the nation
Facts.
should watch rock something.
And for
with
the big
Peace on the
boys,
Streets.
we also got cases for iPhone and for Samsung, and we got
Do we?
iPod. Yes,
Yes.
we do. Yes,
we got cases
do.
like for the phone?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Android
Yeah.
and
Okay.
iPhones.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got Samsung and iPhone cases right now. That's live on the website, so go support. And even a mug, you can get yourself a Peace on the Street mugs. You know, if you're not trying to spend too much, you're trying to keep it budget.
Yeah.
Get us yourself a little mug, sip some coffee, and think about our lovely people out here on Peace on the Streets every day. While you support some local
I
businesses.
know
Come
that's
on.
right,
Come on
guys.
now.
Go out there and do the shopping. Peaceonthestreets.com.
Do it.
Good God Almighty, I can't even get my tongue right.
You're too excited. You're
If
too
you guys
excited.
want to get featured, if you have someone, you have a business, an organization, and you would like to come on Peace on the Streets, we have over 100,000 listeners.
Come on.
guys.
Come
so,
on.
hey, you can bring your business to the abroad.
Yes.
And go to peaceonthestreets.com and get featured.
That's right. And speaking of featured, we have a local hot artist that
Yeah.
has been in the game for a minute. So everybody in Orlando pretty much knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Payne. And he's going to release his new single. And I can't wait. By the way, he's a conscious artist. You know what
Right.
that means, guys?
Definitely.
Yes. Coming from Jersey, we know. And East Coast, we know. It's more of a lyricist.
Right.
You know, hip hop kind of went left a little bit. It's really left. But
Yeah.
it's supposed to be more of a lyrical. It tells a story or it gives you like what's going on. He's a conscious rapper.
Right.
So you guys can't miss it. If I'm not mistaken, the premiere is going to be released the first time here on
Awesome.
Broadcasting Radio. And he chose Peace on the
go.
Streets.
And
Come
that's
on.
what we need. Like, I'm not knocking rappers. I just think too much gangster, too much drugs, too much. We need more conscious.
Well, a lot of the rapping from what I hear right now is just more about like shaking your butt and pills and sex. It's nothing. Conscious artists are telling you a story about
Right.
anything.
Uh-huh.
You know, even like Young Ma, she's dope. She's
And
one
it's
of she's one of the
positive.
hottest in the game, and she's better than the men. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And she is a conscious. She tells you a story.
Yes.
So that's like what hip hop is what I grew to be about, but it's kind of went a little bit left. But these guys are bringing it back.
And remember when rap used to be about we battling each other about who the best in the rap
Yes,
game. That's what it
battling.
used to be about.
Yes.
Okay,
True.
who's the best rapper? You know,
A lot of people can't freestyle like that though.
But now it's all about gangs, guns, shooting, and
Pills.
killing, and pills.
They're telling you. They're literally telling you. They're on drugs.
Yeah.
That they're taking pills and getting knocked out. This is what they do.
Right.
They're telling you they're druggies.
That's right.
And everyone's like, yeah. They end up dying before 50.
Because what happened, the way
Heart
they
attacks.
put it in the song, that you're not even understanding what you're singing.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't even it
But
goes
see, that's
right
why I
up
feel
under
like
your
hip hop kind of went left because we were lyricists. That if you didn't have the lyrics,
Yeah.
we don't want to hear it.
Exactly.
And that was
Right.
about the beat.
Right. Yep.
Everyone's like, yeah, word.
I don't listen to rap, so I don't know.
Yeah. And like a
Wrong
lot of
guy
now,
for
I don't
this
know
one.
any
Sorry,
other
fam.
rappers, and like I see that some of the female rappers, like Nicki Minaj and the other girl, they're taking. I think I heard one with Tupac.
Oh, wow.
She changed one of Tupac's songs and made
Megan
it
Thee
for a
Stallion.
girl.
Megan Thee Stallion?
Megan
I
Thee
would
Stallion.
love
You know
to
what
hear
song
that.
I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's called Jesus. Cause you gonna call me that anyway. It's well, man, it's you know.
I would love to. That she,
I like
she's a
to be
beast.
you B-I-T-E. Remember when Tupac sung it?
Oh, wow.
And you can get all day. But she changed it.
Oh, I
and
would
put
love to
her-
hear this.
And she put her song in, but it's cussing. There's
She's
lot
a,
of
but she's a
lyrics.
lyricist too. She just does a little bit of the nasty little too much, but she is a lyricist.
We got to get a song in and
Yeah.
get ready to get our artists in. You guys,
Guys,
thank you all.
don't miss him, man. It's called Royal Rising, guys. So Payne will be in the building tonight.
Yep. We got our boy Brandon in the building.
AKA Payne in the building.
Hey.
Come on.
Yeah.
By the way, you're killing it right now.
Thank you.
You've been killing it though. You're a huge influence in the community. Every time you have something going on, everybody shows up.
Oh yeah.
How do you make this happen?
Faith.
Walk by faith and not by sight.
Yeah, faith in doing the work, man. Just sticking to the path. Saying what I'm gonna do and following through.
Wow.
Things actually just work out that way.
Because your word is bond.
Right.
And that's highly important.
Right.
How long you been in the music industry, brother?
Well, I've been writing music since elementary school. Started recording and putting out music in high school. That's like 05. Just not to date myself, but
My goodness.
yeah, like 05 and
You're young. Come on.
yeah, graduating college. I kind of got into it seriously more, like trying to figure out the business side. For real.
What made
Wow.
you want to just get into it? Were you one of them ones that was always listening to music coming up?
Yes.
What is your story, brother?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I grew up in the church, so like surrounded by music at that point. And then church music got like spirit, soul in it.
Everybody says this.
Like,
Most
the idea,
start
like,
from
it-
church.
Yeah, it moves through you. So like at least having the basis of if I'm gonna say something, let me do it with purpose came there. And then just over time, of course, just writing stuff, sneaking, listening to stuff I probably wasn't supposed to be listening to as a Christian boy growing up.
I guess all of us.
Yeah. I grew up through the 90s, so like a lot of the classic hip hop music still got into my ears,
So is that what makes you, because we call it conscious artist.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
want to do clean music
Yeah.
and then make you think.
Well, yeah, right. Conscious is more is about like reality, what's going on, and telling a story about it.
Right.
So is you think church was the reason how you became so conscious? Because hip hop kind of went a little bit left for a
Yeah,
little
A
bit.
lot of that.
Absolutely. Well, if you listen to a lot of like we now you got to call it conscious, but in the 90s
Right.
it was just hip hop.
Correct.
So
Absolutely.
it's like that era of music. Those people were in church. Their parents listened to this stuff too.
Yes.
So like you don't have to necessarily say God for it
Right.
to be spiritual music. So as long as you're being honest and telling your true testimony, which a lot of street people are too, it's a
right.
fine line between like, are you glorifying it and are you showing people how to get out of it? Because some
Wow.
people are just born in a circumstance. So.
Do
Yeah,
you think
absolutely.
that gangster rap is this? Is it good for the business for us gangster rap?
I think honesty is good for people to know the realities. But I do think people have to be conscious of who's listening. Because kids are still going to listen to this stuff, and like I said, that fine line between glorifying and showing how to get out of it.
Right, because I think with like NWA, they kind of started because of the police. You know what I'm saying? Police brutality that was up and going on in California, and which was going on all around America. You know, that's why it's called F the Police. You know what I'm saying? They just really was telling the
They
story.
were like real
how they would
political,
harass,
right?
You know,
It's a little different because they're a little more political. But I know that, like he's saying, it's whatever you release, guys, is a powerful thing. Words are very powerful.
Yeah.
People are all listening, and I'm gonna say the difference between then and now is a little bit is that now they're their character, they're trying to live their character.
Right.
They're trying to be in the streets doing what they're rapping, and they're getting killed at like 24, 25, 20. They're not making it dirty.
It's just called street cred.
Yeah.
They want cred
Back
in
then, we're
the street.
characters. Biggie Small was a character.
Right.
Frank White, a character.
Right.
And we all knew what he was saying. He didn't like run up in the house, bang, bang, and rob people and tie them up. It was just a story.
Right.
And now they're actually trying to live it.
Yeah.
Live that
And
story.
Prince, I would say the real answer to your question is the statistics, like the amount of youth dying, especially like as rappers, like that does tell you that something needs to change. If you don't know exactly what it is, there's at least something to explore.
I just don't understand why we so mad.
I'm gonna say this though.
I mean, these guys got millions of dollars. I mean, they out there beefing.
It's
Millions
not.
of
I'm gonna say
dollars.
this. I'm gonna say it's not the culture of rap. it's the ones that are leading the rap. So the ones that are owning the game, the business, the ones that are behind the desk, the executives, those guys are influencing the culture to stay that and be that.
Right.
And they're telling them that. They're telling them to say the N-word. They're telling these guys this.
Right.
And that's how they are being molded. So it's not protecting the artist. It's not helping them understand their finances and what they're getting into when they get millions of dollars off top. It's not having them understand where they should surround themselves, with who to be around, and how to elevate. They're influencing them to stay that way, to stay the streets, to go to streets.
Yes.
So we can see it. So they are killing us.
Yeah.
Right.
But I like Brandon, what he said he wanted to learn the business part because they said 10% of it is talent, 90% of it is business. That's why so many artists has gotten screwed out of their money. Oh, I'm going to be a star. Yeah, you're going to be a star.
That's the record
and
labels.
we're going to get all the money, baby. You're going to get them little pennies in the quarter, but you're a star.
That's the record label. So that's why we're going independent now. You're an independent artist,
Absolutely.
right? So what does this mean?
Just as much as I put in, I can receive. And granted, it's a longer route, building something yourself, but what you learn on that journey makes you fully equipped to actually do it yourself. I just turned 30 last year. So
Come on.
Yeah, so like that, to still be in the music industry, especially when they say like there's an age to it, that was something that was being perpetuated too, but it's not true. I feel like I'm in my prime now to know like who I am, what I need to be saying, being aware of those things.
You're wiser.
Yeah,
You're wiser when you're 20 years old.
It only makes sense when you grow up. You're getting wiser, hopefully, God willing. But we have more control of our own content and where we take it to.
Yep.
And who we are.
You guys made the connection of like there's in the industry, as you said, it's the people above the artists that are saying you can't make it unless you perpetuate this. So then you get people saying, well, I'm going to act like I live this lifestyle, even if that's not just because it sells.
Right.
If there were more artists getting applauded for being college students, if there were more artists getting, like, Meg Thee Stallion had a little bit of a way where they were actually saying, like, she graduated college and it was like, oh, now I see girls saying, oh, I can go to college and be a Meg Thee Stallion too.
Wow.
That can be synonymous. J. Cole was the guy for me. Like, as soon as I got to college, he
From
was
high
he was
school,
the
he
only
was
rapper
doing this.
talking about graduating college and actually then pursuing music after that. So
And
it was a good path.
And I remember when they was hating on Hammer. They was hating on
MC Hammer?
Yes, they was. But do you know how street Hammer was? Hammer, a lot of guys would come up to him and we talking about Hammer. Hammer had a team with him. They said, man, Hammer didn't nobody mess with Hammer because Hammer looked perceived as a nice guy. But when you mess with Hammer, you look it up with other artists talking about how street Hammer was. Hammer did not even play.
Where was he from?
Was he from Cali?
I have no idea.
I think it was Cali too.
I think he was from Cali, but Hammer didn't play. Hammer did not play the radio. They said guys would talk about it. Man, Hammer, his team come up to him, he would shut it down. But it was always kept low. Didn't nobody mess with Hammer. And if you watch some of the documentaries of people talking about Hammer, a lot of people scared of Hammer because Hammer had a team with him, and they did not play the radio. When they were saying he would go to him and say with all that kill and Hammer talking about Hammer stuff, they did it. They didn't mess with Hammer. They kind of what was it? In Living Color, started making fun of him. You know, when he was spinning around with that doggone
in those big pants.
But but he was a great guy, and he had clean music.
Yeah, but they didn't teach him how to handle his finances, and he went broke fast. So this is what I'm saying.
He had too many people on stage with him. He was paying everybody.
Entourage.
He had 25 people on stage.
A good business manager would have said, "This is not sufficient."
So where, like the record labels, how they milking off of them? Where's this whole management coming from? Like, how are they teaching these guys the game and who to surround themselves with, where to go, how to hold down the finances, where they at? So they're not really doing nothing for you.
Well, you'll have to come in like Master P did. He came with his own team and like what you do.
And
you already came educated about what you was doing. Master P came in with a plan and said, no, I'm not going to get screwed. This is how much I want on every album.
So speaking of a plan, what is your plan in the next 3 years?
Yeah.
3 years. What does that make it? 2026? I'm officially in my independent artist career now, understanding what I'm doing. So I definitely see putting that work to that knowledge and expanding from that. I definitely want to travel a lot more. I see myself doing the tour. I've done like my own little things, like popping up through different states.
You have popped up on our platform.
Yeah.
We had the WOKB radio show performance, and Payne killed it on stage. He was one of the first ones we signed up, by the way.
That's right.
Yes, because you are very lyrical. I've always said that.
I think I want to hear his music.
Yeah, are you ready? So introduce the song. First of all, real quick, is this the first time it's premiering on radio?
Yes.
Come on, Face on the Streets premiere. Come on. Yes, with the drums going. So explain, of course, the title, but what is it about?
All right, so the song is called Royal Rising. It's a phrase I started saying in 2020 during the lockdown. I got into meditation during that period, and just being like conscious of words. When you say good morning, like the word morning it's not necessarily a negative thing, but it is something that's associated with sadness. It's something that's happened. So like saying morning, you don't realize the triggers that are going in your head because words are so important. So I started just saying Royal Rising as a way to energize my morning. Go and look at the sun and say Royal Rising, talk to the sun or something, you know. And that became like just part of my vernacular. And the song came from that energy. And the whole thing is about waking up with inspiration, waking up to a clear day. A lot of people go to sleep with a lot of baggage and carry that baggage through their dreams, through their nightmares. And then they wake up with the stress from the day before and the weeks before. So just being able to like clear your mind when you go to bed to wake up fully like in who you're supposed to be that day.
Come on.
Because some people don't think that just because yesterday was bad, if God gives us a new day every day.
Yes.
So now you have to take this new day and say, okay, yesterday happened. We didn't have a great day yesterday, but today is a new start. But if you continue with this same negative mindset and you bring it over into the next day, you're going to get the same thing.
I'm going to say real quick, though, you could change the game immediately. Right. If you feel things are coming negative towards you left and right, because we all been through there, I sit back and take it in and say, I have to change this right now. I start thinking positive. Right. I start doing other things. I start changing that negative to positive very fast.
Right.
Because if you think that way, the whole day will fold like this. And you start getting people targeting you like, what's going on? It's that energy that you release, even by yourself.
Yeah, look how powerful you are, because it's not anyone targeting you. It's you kind of making them target you because of your own energy. And once you really take accountability for that, you realize, like, I control the matrix.
That's it.
And scripturally it says, life and death is in the power of your tongue.
Straight up.
You can speak life into your situation or death.
Come on.
It comes right here. Your words are so powerful. So you're going to get whatever you can, whatever you're saying. So in scripture it says, whatever man speaks with his mouth and believe in his heart, it shall come to pass. So whatever you're saying with your mouth and believing in your heart, it's scripture, it's going to come to pass. So I'm always saying, speak positive.
And this could change the game with anxiety, depression. I mean, you don't need medication. There's a lot of things that we can do naturally.
Yeah.
And that's deep. This is deep. This is deep conversation. I love it.
All right.
You ready to hear this track?
You guys.
Let's go.
Royal Rising, baby.
I want you to introduce yourself and introduce the track real quick right now.
Let's go.
So my name is Payne, the leader of the We the Future movement. This track is called Royal Rising. Video out now on YouTube and songs everywhere on streaming platforms. Y'all check it out, man.
Oh, come on. We have a young lady in the building that is actually featured in this track. As I asked who's singing, and she's right behind me. Congratulations. Yes.
What's your name?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm Shay.
Nice to meet you, Shay.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
And this is, I have to say, tell me what you told me behind the scenes, that this is your first.
Yeah, it's my first time hearing myself singing on the radio, so a big deal.
Come on.
Yeah. Thank you.
We got well, you family now, you all. So anything that you all release, you know you got to come home.
Well,
Got you.
I actually did an internship in high school with WOKB.
No way.
I did. So technically, we cousins.
Your return.
Yeah.
She's a return. I love it.
I really appreciate the moment. Thank you.
Aw. How does it feel to hear yourself?
It's amazing. Glad to get that out of the way for more of that. So
That's right.
every
You're sucking
artist-
it in. You're sucking in the moment right now.
yeah, and we're better to do it.
Is
Come
that what
on.
artists
Nice people.
wants to do? Is just to hear their track on the radio. That means a lot.
I think it's
Yeah,
surreal, right?
It does. It is.
Because the first time I heard my voice, it took me like almost half a year.
Yeah.
Well, Payne, thank you for bringing everybody in. By the way, when you choose these talents, they're insane. You ever thought about being like a scout, a talent
He
scout?
could be.
Because he's a perfectionist. I'm
Yeah.
going to say that in your music. Thank you. And your quality is insane, and you bring in like top quality people.
Thank you.
So like, how do you find these guys?
They exist everywhere.
Come
So
on.
is
Just
some
like
kind of way
shining
that
a
you're
light on
looking
it.
for? Is it some certain type of people that you're looking for before you bring them on?
I think talent is probably like the last thing I look at. It's like the character of the person.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like if the person is a good person, if they're striving to be better, and when I say good person, I mean you're realizing that every day is a day to get better, and I can continue growing. If a person is focused on that, they can be great at whatever. So I'm always gonna invest in that mindset.
How'd you hear her?
Shay. So I actually seen her. We've been on like the open mic scene for a while.
Yes.
Okay.
So she actually has a twin as well.
No way.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and they
Nice.
and they both sing. So like I would just see them around the city. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your sister's name?
Okay.
Okay, what's up, Kay?
Shay and Kay. I have twins, by the way, as well. Yeah, Roman and Reed. So that's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yo, Peyton is insane.
The world is small.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
release
really is.
before we know the time is wrapping up.
Right.
Release your information, and once we're gonna close out with this song.
That's right.
How we can listen to your stuff, and how we can find all your songs and all your tracks and everything, brother.
Absolutely. Yes, my name is Payne. I spelled it this way specifically so you can find it. And the V is for my mother, but it's PVYNE. It's just Payne, but with a V as the A. You can look that up on any social media, as well as streaming platforms. All of my music is there. You can also just reach out to me directly. I'll send you a link. Very open to speak to anybody, but yeah, you can find me anywhere and find me out with the people.
And it'll be on Peace on the Streets page.
Absolutely.
Family.
And real quick,
So-
what's the name of your company?
We the future. So it's a whole movement. Its whole goal is to find all the passionate people that are doing something with purpose and connecting them so that we can do it together and make it easy.
Love it.
Love it. Shay,
Love
release your information.
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, I'm on Instagram at the moment. It's _ Black Sheep Shay. It's BLKSHEEPSHAY. So _ BLKSHEEPSHAY.
And
Hope you
y'all
guys
go
got
there and look those artists up, you guys, and show support.
That's right, guys. Like, reach out to them, man. And listen, we're trying to make sure that we can grow financially as well. So please reach out to them. Please support them financially and also, within the field of what they do. Because this is it. Like, we
Yes.
can make each other grow by supporting each other. It's not hard for us on Peace on the Streets to
Right.
bring them out. So, again, I'll release again your track because we're going to continue the documentary behind the scenes. I'm so proud of you, Payne.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too.
Thank you.
It's a big year.
Come
Yes, it
on.
is.
Congratulations on all your success, my brother.
We love you, brother, and we appreciate you, man,
Love y'all too. I
for
appreciate
being a
it.
part of Peace on the Street.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So yes, my name is Payne once again. This is Royal Rising. I got the background vocalist right here, Shay. I got the man that shot the video behind the lens. Y'all can't see him right now, but he will be releasing this content. Treston, ambitious voice. But the song is called Royal Rising. You can find it everywhere. You can find the video on YouTube. Let's do it.
Ow! Come on, Payne. Woo!
Peace on the Street.